Time has been back this morning, now a 4-1 chance. Prezien in the JP McManus silks at 13-2. Nicky Henderson's got horse number 5, Days of Heaven. Nico de Boinville on board. They had a winner yesterday. Tully East is popular each way. There's Starchitect for David Pipe, an 11-1 chance into 9-1 now. Ballyalton's won at the Cheltenham Festival. So many of these horses are being backed each way as well. It's got a real competitive feel to it all the way down to Lake Takapuna, who's the big outsider at 50-1. Of those 18 runners, what chance those two top weights in particular, and the silks you're most famous for, on Prezien?
Well, I was just saying immediately, Prezien's only getting 4.
On the long turn, full extent of the home straight on the first circuit. Aquadude's just paused, a few of them just been given instructions. We've got one that's away from the others, our friend Days of Heaven. He's letting them go. Days of Heaven was well behind, swung around, he's with the field, orange colours. So they got away, but a rather unconventional start. Splash of Ginge, Foxtail Hill aggressively into the first, at which we lose Thayenval, and Guitar Pete is all but brought down. Thayenval out at the first, Guitar Pete badly hampered. Foxtail Hill leads them towards the second. Kylemore Lough rushing up on the outside. Starchitect is in third. As they're all over that, Guitar Pete is detached after being hampered at the first. This is the last of the 3 fences on this part of the racecourse. Foxtail Hill leading Prezien as they approach the third. Kylemore Lough with Starchitect, then Bentelemar, Aquadude in midfield with Ballyalton and Days of Heaven. Towards the back of the field, the Greys Vicomte de Noye on the outside of Double Treasure. And still towards the back of the field, we have the likes of Lake Takapuna, and that yawning gap back to Guitar Pete. On the outside, Days of Heaven completely fired up, is going very wide indeed in the orange colours, as Foxtail Hill has won the battle for the lead, and on this long run towards the fourth, a chance just to gather their thoughts. In second place, races in the quartered colours, Starchitect. Third is Bentelemar on the inside of Kylemore Lough. Splash of Ginge comes next with Prezien, Aquadude and Double Treasure as they've reached fence number 4. Midfield for Ballyalton. The Prezien is also in midfield with Roman de Senam and the Grey Vicomte de Noye. A couple of lengths back then to Tully East, who has a couple behind as Foxtail Hill is stringing them out, and Prezien gave that a belt. Guitar Pete has got back in touch with the rest of the field, and Lake Takapuna is one from the rear. So out in front, it's Foxtail Hill leading Kylemore Lough as they'll make their way back onto the racecourse proper. And just over a circuit and 11 fences to take. Foxtail Hill out for Jamie Bargery. At the front end by a couple of lengths from Kylemore Lough in second. Starchitect Bentelemar gave that a belt. Splash of Ginge is in fifth with Aquadude in the blue colours with the noseband. Towards the inside is Double Treasure. And then behind these Days of Heaven as they stretch over the next. Ballyalton in midfield, Prezien in green with the yellow hoops towards the outside. A length back to Roman de Senam. Towards the inner is Vicomte de Noye, half a length to Tully East. Guitar Pete has got past Lake Takapuna, and Prezien has lost an awful lot of ground and is being strongly ridden, as they do have a fence on this part of the circuit in front of the packed grandstands. 9 to take in the BetVictor Gold Cup, at which Roman de Senam made a mistake and still labouring is towards the back, Prezien. So now they've got just less than a circuit to travel, and out in front, Kylemore Lough on the outside of Foxtail Hill. Splash of Ginge, Starchitect and Bentelemar make up the front 5. Days of Heaven just ahead of Aquadude, Ballyalton, Prezien and Roman de Senam as the leader Kylemore Lough puts in a fine jump there towards the back. Lake Takapuna, Guitar Pete is being ridden along as they make their journey on towards the next, and at the back of the field, Prezien has been pulled up. So towards the water jump, 7 from the finish. Kylemore Lough makes a bad mistake, leaves his back legs behind in the water jump. He has survived, but that's cost him the lead. Smallest fence in the course nearly claimed Kylemore Lough there as they head towards an open ditch, one of the biggest ones, and Kylemore Lough and Foxtail Hill step over it. On the front end, they still show the way. Starchitect in third, Bentelemar is fourth in the pink sleeves. Smash of Ginge, Roman de Senam has made good ground in the pink jacket as they rise at the next, which is 5 from the finish. Splash of Ginge made a mistake. Aquadude, Ballyalton comes next. They are just tracking Days of Heaven, so it's Foxtail Hill towards the fourth last, which is the final open ditch. Kylemore Lough in second, between horses Starchitect in third. Roman de Senam has made good ground for Harry Cobden in the pink colours. Splash of Ginge and Bentelemar are the next 2. Ballyalton, Tully East is making good ground. Yellow colours into about 8th or 9th place as they ascend the top of the hill. Behind these Days of Heaven, then Double Treasure, Aquadude, Prezien creeping into it, is just beginning to get in touch. On the run to the third last, you'll spot the green and yellow hoops as Barry Geraghty pulls him towards the outside. Lake Takapuna Harpooner being ridden towards the back as they run downhill with 3 to take in the BetVictor Gold Cup. Foxtail Hill, the usual brave front-running effort, hasn't shaken off the pack. Starchitect and Splash of Ginge throw down challengers. Kylemore locked towards the outside. Then Roman de Sanam, Ben Telemar. Behind these towards the outside, Tully, East Valley Alton, Prezien, and then Double Treasure. Splash of Ginge for Tom Bellamy and Starchitect, they move on. In third place is Foxtail Hill. Tully East towards the outside's made relentless progress under Dennis O'Regan towards the outer. Then behind these, Valley Alton, Prezien on the run towards the second last, sweeping round the outside, trying to deliver his challenge, turning for home. It is Splash of Ginge who leads for Tom Bellamy. In second place is Starchitect and Tom Scudamore. Prezien and Tully East are the next two over the second last. Splash of Ginge don't it better than Starchitect. Prezien towards the near side. Valley Alton, Roman de Sanam. It is Splash of Ginge who's over the last in front. Starchitect pecks on landing. 3 lengths to Prezien who continues to close. And then Valley Alton uphill for home. It's Splash of Ginge who leads the BetVictor Gold Cup. Starchitect is a length down. Prezien in third. Splash of Ginge holding on gallantly. Starchitect is closing. The line's coming. Splash of Ginge all out won the BetVictor Gold Cup. A punch at the air for his rider Tom Bellamy. The race goes to Nigel Twiston-Davis. Starchitect, Prezien, Valley Alton, Roman de Sanam and Tully East. Double Treasure Guitar Pete. Behind those was Ben Telemar. And the rest, I don't think anything else finished. That's what it means to win the BetVictor Gold Cup by a neck. The celebrating Tom Bellamy can hardly believe it. Splash of Ginge, who's won a big prize, the 2014 Betfair Hurdle winner, has now landed a big prize over fences. Held on from Starchitect, Prezien and Valley Alton. And what a day for Tom Bellamy.
Yeah, huge.